Do you remember when he didn't actually run the country and he said this?
We've prepared this party for government. We've prepared all of our departments for government. If we are privileged to come in to serve our country, it will be public service for me, as it always has been, not self-entitlement.
Public service for me, as it always has been, not self-entitlement. That was before we knew about Lord Ali, the free glasses, the free clothes, the free hotels, the free houses, the free apartments, the free holidays. I mean, absolutely incredible stuff, isn't it? That was Keir Starmer then. This is him now. It's all gone horribly wrong. This is Morning Glory. Well, there's only one thing to do, and that's to talk to Andrew Griffith, MP, Shadow Business Secretary. Andrew, very good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Mike. Always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you very much indeed. I can't imagine things going any worse for Keir Starmer, really. That was a little speech he made before, I think, a couple of days before he won the election, in which he declared that not only were they hoping to win, but they were ready, should they win, with all guns blazing. Everything had been fully costed. Everything was planned. They had a plan. It now looks as though that was all an absolute crock of nonsense.
Well, I think it's worse than that, Mike. I think they did have a plan, and the plan they had was one they cooked up in the student union bar in the 1970s, because that's what they're taking our economy back to. Yeah. So, you know, they've literally ground out any growth that was there in the economy. They inherited an economy that was growing well, one of the fastest growing in the G7. As you know, in the last couple of quarters, no growth at all. Today, we've seen more devastating statistics out from business, which mean people are going to either lose their job or not get a job if they're trying to desperately find one. Pensioners have been shivering with cold over this weekend because Rachel took away their winter fuel allowance, and it just goes from bad to worse. So every decision they've taken, every choice that they've made, we mustn't let them off the hook. They have made choices, but all of those choices have taken this country in the wrong direction.
Well, exactly right. And as Rachel Reeves returns from China, the new mantra in Downing Street is going to be, oh, OK, so all of those things that we did don't appear to have made any difference, except they've just made the economy worse. It hasn't raised the money we hoped. We're now borrowing more than ever. So now what we're going to do is go to Whitehall and ask for a load of savage savings from civil service departments. Well, that's not going to happen, is it?
No, and the one thing you know is that ordinary people are going to pay the price, whether it's their education, their social care, whether the police, it's frontline services, whatever Whitehall say, when the cap gets passed around, it's the front line, it's never the middle managers, the top bosses in Whitehall or in town halls that pay the price. It's just not credible, is it? I mean, here we've got a government that is trying to pay Mauritius nearly £9 billion of taxpayers' money to take away our sovereign territory because David Lammy and Keir Starmer believe that their student politics brand of decolonialism is all that matters. Yeah. I mean, it makes no sense at all. If she wants to take hard choices, the first place she should look is reversing her own Labour budget measures that have broken the economy, and worse, things like the trade union-inspired employment bill that's going to absolutely give employers the chills.
Absolutely right. And you must be concerned as the Shadow Business Secretary, because every business organisation that you see speaking, whether it's the CBI, whether it's other business organisations, they're all saying that, you know, the circumstances that the economy is now in is going to mean that there's no hiring going on in the near future. There's going to be very little kind of, shall we say, development, research and development going on, because nobody's really got any confidence. They're not sure they're going to have the money. They're certainly not going to be doing anything other than just trying to kind of handle the increasing costs that they've got without having to pass them on. And inevitably, they will pass them on.
Every day, and there's another slew of surveys out this morning, but every day reveals that businesses are struggling. They're pulling back on hiring decisions. They're not able to invest. Some of them are looking to sadly go overseas or invest more overseas to escape this socialist government. We're in a big hole, Mike, as a country, and it's a hole because of self-inflicted choices this government's made. They really don't get it. Not a single person who sits around the cabinet table has got real business experience. They don't understand that it's business that creates jobs, it's business that creates prosperity, and that then gives you the ability to grow the economy, and if you need to fund those public services. They've got it completely the wrong way round. It's a real worry.
It really is. And even the Treasury now is starting to make noises that she may be in breach of the agreements that she was supposed to do about sticking to the new fiscal rules, right? And not actually
She fiddled her own rules. She literally made up her own rules. It doesn't get less competent than this. She's made up her own fiddled rules, and now it looks like she's going to miss even those. But who's going to pay the price? Not Rachel Reeves, not Keir Starmer. We are all going to pay the price in an economy that grows less fast and that takes services away from ordinary people.
Yeah, and just one final one, because, I mean, it looks as though the skids are under Rachel Reeves. I don't think she's going to last possibly until beyond March, if that, certainly not beyond June, which would mean that, you know, it's a pretty poor state of affairs that you lose your, you know, supposedly brilliant Chancellor within the first year of government. But it also looks now as though the rather laughably called anti-corruption minister, Tulip Siddiq, has got the skids under her as well, after there's been so many stories written about her connections to her corrupt family, who were running Bangladesh like some kind of gangster nation.
Mike, don't make me choose. There are so many Labour ministers, I think, who are doing a bad job, whether it's David Lammy trying to give away our territory, Rachel Reeves devastating our economy, Yvette Cooper failing to deter migrants coming to these shores. So please don't make me choose. The reason I'm a Conservative, the reason I think Kemi Badenoch is the best candidate to be the Prime Minister of this country, is because I think we would run this country more competently. We would make better decisions. Decisions are always difficult. We would make better decisions because we understand what it takes, the role of the private sector and business, to run an economy that will deliver services to ordinary folk.
I mean, certainly there'll be plenty of people that would disagree with the Tories running the country well, but certainly you ran the economy well, that's for sure. Andrew, good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed, Andrew.